Hey guys, I know it's been a while since my last devlog, but I'm back now. This was my first ever Ludum Dare, so let's discuss what I made.
I have an idea.
Every game starts with an idea, so what was mine? Well, to start, you should probably know the theme. For this jam, it was deeper and deeper, and I jokingly said on a Twitch stream, so the how well can you copy downwell jam. This was before I had an idea, so isn't it ironic my game's idea was kind of a downwell clone at first? You can't judge this for yourself unless I tell you, so let me tell you. Jackhammer Joe is an action platformer where armed only with a jackhammer, you must escape and survive in a deadly cave. Originally, to fit the theme, it was going to be a roguelike where you go down a hole, but it was too buggy, so it was cut. So it's less like downwell now. Anyways, let's get into the development.
Hammer time!
So obviously, the first thing I did was art.
Come on, let's paint with some colors.
So the art I made before starting was the player art. I know, a shocker. It wasn't too hard or interesting, probably because I didn't record anything. Shut up. But for some reason I drew the jackhammer first, and then I had to retrofit it to fit the independently designed player. So basically, I'm dumb. After that painful process, I actually did
Hammer time!
So now I actually did the core platforming gameplay. I didn't explain how the jackhammer works, so I guess I can do that now, because that happens to be the answer to the question. Funny how these things work out. But first, as a base, I did normal platformer movement, which is your basic run and jump. Literally just no double jumps or wall jumps, because again, let's drag your minds back to a few months ago. Because even though my name is Wall Jump Games, that doesn't mean wall jumps need to be in all of my games. I'm hilarious. Actually, there was a wall jump, and I forgot to fully remove it, and it makes the controls, way worse, because I'm silly. That's a recurring pattern in this video, isn't it? But this is getting long, so let's get into a new segment.
Hammer time!
Time to kill the suspense by talking about adding a new enemy!
Just like me, another villain!
There ended up being 3 enemies in the game. The bat. This one flies constantly towards you until, kill it. How? I'm not sure. You figure it out. The rock monster. This rock has something living inside, so scuttles from left to right. 3. The shooty rock. This rock has something living inside, so fires bullets of death to you. I didn't get time to add more, but this was enough for 5 levels, and the chunks that I designed for rogue mode.
Hammer time!
So since I've literally talked about everything not related to the jackhammer, I guess I'll finally talk about the jackhammer. Wait a minute. Okay, fine.
Hammer time!
The way the jackhammer works is similar to a pogo stick. Once you get it out by pressing jump in the air, you can maneuver into enemies. If you land on them without having jump pressed, you just destroy them and get their gems if they drop them. However, if you are, then you will drill into them, and depending on how long you drill, you will jump different heights. The extra depth of this mechanic is whenever you bounce off something, the combo counter will increase, and an extra challenge in the game is trying to get a higher and higher combo. Okay, are you happy now? As I said, I didn't finish rogue mode, and I still hasn't, but the general gist of how it was going to work was with this tool called GMRoomPack, which takes JSON room data made by a helper tool bundled with the extension, and uses that to implant rooms instead of other rooms. It makes procgen way easier, but I unfortunately was and am too stupid to figure it out fully enough to properly implement it yet. But I'm learning, so hopefully it will be done soon.
It's a long way to the finish line.
I had everything except for content and sound effects. I didn't have content because of the random generation, so to remedy this I put together 5 levels, although they're pretty bad, but they're fine enough. They aren't particularly well designed because I didn't have time to balance them. I couldn't make music, so the game is mainly silent, but there are sound effects at least. one fun fact for you about the game is that the jackhammer was made with my mouth. I'm not going to do a playthrough like the last video because that really slowed down the pace, but I do have something in mind. And before we get to that, here's the jackhammer sound effect recreated. There you go. Okay, now to the next segment. I decided pretty early on that this could make a fun mobile game, so I'm making it one. It's going to have challenge levels and tons of more content and stuff in the main focus, rogue mode, such as new areas, new ores, new enemies, and overworld with shops to explore, stuff like that. So stay tuned for updates on that. I'll try to make weekly or bi-monthly updates, and I'm excited to work on it and share it with the world. I'm back! And I promise I won't be 2 months again. There just wasn't that much game dev going on for me in the last 2 months, but I've got a lot coming up now, so you've got a lot to look forward to. See you in the next one, and it's a cool big announcements one. Bye!